Ladies and gentlemen, historic news. People will be talking about this, and actually, scholars will be learning about this years from now, decades from now, 100 years from now. And that's not hyperbole. Kevin McCarthy has lost 3 rounds of voting. Kevin McCarthy fails to win speakership in historic first day of voting. And he has lost 3 different... Kevin McCarthy loses 3 speaker voting rounds. Time Magazine. NPR, Kevin McCarthy loses 3rd vote round for House Speaker. NBC News, House Speaker, McCarthy defeated 3 times. Washington Post, Jim Jordan and 3 other House Speaker options if McCarthy option bid fails. So, although Jim Jordan is playing it down, there's a very good chance he's nominated by everyone, including Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz has just nominated Jim Jordan. I believe Andy Biggs and others have as well. So we need to rally around him. And so the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely huge. Tonight, there will be a negotiation nonstop, 24/7. I don't think any of these people are sleeping. I really don't. I think that they know, McCarthy knows, that there's a problem. Now, a big problem. Like today, I talked about, and people got upset with me. Some people got upset. In one of my segments, I said Pelosi could keep the speakership. Obviously, I said there was a 99% chance that would not happen, but a 1 or 2% chance that could. Now, if they don't decide on, if tomorrow, I think you could go past 9 or 10, and then then there's an issue. So then a Democrat could possibly get blue state Republicans, or some, never Trumper could get it. But that's after like the 10th vote. Okay, that's after the 10th vote. He's lost 3 votes. Right now, Jim Jordan is in the driver's seat. Could be Steve Scalise as well. Okay? I have been talking about, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I did so many segments on this, because I explained that there are numerous rounds. I said that he'll probably lose the first round. The second round he's lost. I didn't expect him to lose the 3rd round. So this would never happen within the Democratic Party, because that's the difference between a populist political party and the Republican Party, and a cult within their opposition. Pelosi's going to win no matter what, and there are no progressives, there are no left-leaning people who want Medicare for all who will ever oppose Pelosi. It will never, ever happen. This is different. Now you have people like Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz, and Jim Jordan, Andy Biggs, Chip Roy, all of these people, Steve Scalise, who oppose never-ending wars. They oppose never-ending military conflict and counterinsurgency quagmires. Trump Republicans are the moral choice. I'm going to say this slowly for highly educated liberal Democrats who say, oh my God, who couldn't hear that because it's a higher frequency, or just recoil in indignation. The moral choice is to choose against never-ending military conflict, to choose against inflation at 7 to 8%, to choose to try to get back to where we had record low poverty under Trump in 2019. And no, the last year in his presidency wasn't his fault, just like the fact more people lost their lives. Fact, in Biden's first term, that wasn't Biden's fault either. Okay? You can't blame a president for what takes place in states where governors were completely blindsided by that issue that Trump was supposed to have dropped the ball on, which he didn't. Could he have done better? Yeah, everyone could have done better, especially Andrew Cuomo, especially Whitmer. But anyway, hit subscribe to this channel. I'll have a live stream later tonight at 9 p.m. I'll do another segment on this because it's very, very interesting. Jim Jordan is on his way, or Steve Scalise. So Jim Jordan or Steve Scalise, I'll do a segment on Steve Scalise tonight before the live stream at around 7 or 8 p.m. Pacific. But Jim Jordan has been backed by Matt Gaetz, and that's important because Jim Jordan has wanted to in the past. He's actually backing McCarthy. But hit subscribe, become a member of this channel. To my new Patreons, thank you. I cannot thank you enough for your Patreon support. And if you want to become a member to my super thanks, I saw a super thanks today, and I'm going to definitely thank you, and or last night as well. And I will eventually thank you if I don't do so immediately online or on the comments section. And go to hagoodman.com to read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, other publications. Love The Federalist. And also become part of a newsletter there. H.A. Goodman this channel has 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. every single morning. So 8 a.m., get ready for the upload, the video every morning. I'm honored to share breakfasts with you, ride to work, drinking coffee, whatever in the morning. 8 a.m. in the morning, every morning on this channel, and 11 a.m. And H.A. Goodman's other channel, I had 2 segments at 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. every day on that channel as well, forever. So 4 videos on both channels every day forever. At least you'll start your morning off, and then I'll have the videos throughout the day like I'm having now with breaking news. Elon Musk has released the latest, I believe it's Twitter Files 10 or 11. I've lost count. I believe it's Twitter Files 11. It's out today. We'll talk about that tonight. Be here for the live stream at 9 p.m. Pacific time. It'll be at 9 p.m. Pacific, people. Be here for the live stream. But Ohio's Jim Jordan nominated to be Speaker of the House, Cleveland Plain Dealer. I was published also in the Cleveland Plain Dealer back in the day. This is when I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post. You could type in. I was published in a bunch of places. My writing has slowed down, but you look, ladies and gentlemen, and Cleveland Plain Dealer, Ohio's Jim Jordan, Speaker of the House. And it's an opinion article, H.A. Goodman, Bernie can win. Bernie Sanders can win. Opinion in the Cleveland Plain Dealer. That was on August 17th, 2015. You might say, well, why are you bringing this up? Because there's a direct line from Bernie Sanders 2016 to Jim Jordan in 2023, on January 3rd, 2023, or Steve Scalise. How? Because I want record low poverty. Trump got us there to record low poverty, to hundreds of thousands of new manufacturing jobs. Anyone who says that he abandoned the working class is an imbecile who doesn't look at the numbers, who doesn't look at the economic growth, the fact that we had record low poverty, household median incomes for all demographic groups were at record highs. And then his last year came and the entire system, I call it Tron, the video game, just imploded. And Andrew Cuomo was America's governor. Remember that before they removed that he won an Emmy. Didn't he win an Emmy also? And then of course Hollywood revoked that or took. He's like, you'll never take my Emmy. And he took them doing a Cuomo and Bernie combination, but they took his Emmy back. Okay, because he was America's mayor, and it was so fantastic. Then they found out that, who he really is, and then he got kicked out of office. So Democrats just turn on a dime, media. But if you're on the left, like I was for my whole life, I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post. The unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters, according to the Washington Post. How do you go from Bernie Sanders to Trump? Well, I wrote a Federalist article on that. In fact, I gave it to friends that disowned me, and they didn't even read it. I was like, this is how, they're like, how could you do that? How could you do that? Oh my God, there's nothing similar. When you voted for Bernie Sanders in 2016, you wanted a great economy that worked for everyone, and you wanted an anti-military, an anti-war, anti-never-ending counterinsurgency conflict president. You didn't want the Lincoln Project. You were opposed to the Lincoln Project and their endless failed military campaigns and debacles and quagmires. They were never, the Bush, Cheney, and Rumsfeld people, also Biden and Kerry and Clinton, are never right about anything. Literally never right about anything. I don't even know what they've been right about the past 30 years. You can go from WMD to the Kremlin, Trump being an operative of the Kremlin. I don't know what they've been right about. And so Jim Jordan actually pushes back against all of that. Bernie Sanders pretended to, and then he was part of the whole computer program. They cheated Bernie Sanders. He said nothing. Why would you say nothing? Why would you not even acknowledge it? Fine, you want to play ball, you want to be part of it. Why wouldn't you acknowledge? And now you think Bernie Sanders or AOC or Elizabeth Warren would dare in a million years lift a finger to oppose Pelosi? Never in a million years. God bless the Trump Republicans doing this. God bless America. God bless you. Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. If you're watching this, God bless you. But that's the thing. You know, on the left, there's this racket where we're going to hold the Democratic Party to their feet to the flames, and we're going to tell them we're upset, but we're going to always vote Democrat. You know how many million sub-channels? You know how many 5 million to 5 million sub-channels? That racket? You know how much money you could make with that? You know how much money I could have made? Going from Bernie Sanders to Clinton or to Biden, you know how much money, they say, oh yeah, well, you know what, you became Trump because of, no, the money is on the left. Trust me, the money is on the left. You know how much money you make voting blue no matter who, but telling everyone that you don't like the Democratic Party and then saying, at the end of the day, you got to vote Democrat. That's a lot of money. Okay, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 grand every month. That's a lot of money. Okay? It is lucrative to say vote blue no matter who, and also take on the Democrats and want Medicare for all, man. And a Green New Deal, and, leprechauns, and the Loch Ness Monster. You can do it if you just put their feet to the flame, to the fire, man. But vote Democrat. Vote Democrat. You don't want Trump with record low unemployment. Can't have that. Can't have Trump with a Doha agreement that Biden completely botched. Bring home Americans. It was Trump who brought home Americans. Biden was there. He defeated Trump, so what do you expect? You have to be a complete imbecile to say, well, you left it up to Biden. It's like, no. You wanted Trump out, he left. It's never good enough. But it was because of Trump. That was Trump's policy. It was Trump's negotiated deal. Biden did so against his will. He didn't want to. That's why he dragged his feet. Abraham Accords. First president to step foot in North Korea. And then you have Trump Republicans battling and saying, no, Kevin McCarthy. So this is a great thing. This is very likely going to lead to Jim Jordan or Steve Scalise. I'll do a segment on Steve Scalise right now. Amazing news. They're fighting against a very corrupt system. And yes, Trump Republicans are the antithesis of totalitarians, authoritarians. See, what Democrats do is they use a phrase, an authoritarian, totalitarian, starts with a different letter, okay, different word. Because they convince themselves, but they're like, it's like the old comedy routine. They're the baddies. One day, they eventually, when you're on the left, you say, wait a second, are we the baddies? And then you become Trump Republican. It's a moment that every person on the left will eventually have if they're honest with themselves. Are we the baddies? Anyway, give me your thought. Yeah, you are the baddies. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe. Be here. At 9 p.m., 9:15 p.m. I'll have a segment on Steve Scalise in about 2 hours. Thanks, everybody.